taco shows. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The highlights and, unfortunately, the lowlights that stood out this past week in the vast sea we call humanity.
101.1 WJRR, Orlando's rock station. All right, where do we want to start? We'll go through this bad stack, then a couple of more pleasant items, and then culminates, of course, with the Good News Network over there at some point.
Since Christmas is so close, could we breeze through the bad ones?
Nope. Bad people are bad people, Taco Bob.
I know, I just don't know.
Late entry this morning, that story I told you about earlier out of Nigeria, that gathering of like 5,000 kids for this event that was held where they were going to be giving away scholarships and school-related stuff, and a stampede happened. 35 killed. This in Nigeria.
It's so sad, man.
Ibadan, Nigeria. Terrible. Of course, the Wisconsin school shooter, Natalie Rupnow. Terrible situation with that. We had the 2 teenagers killed, 4 others injured in the shooting at a makeshift club in Houston last weekend.
Oh, yeah. God. That seems like it was forever ago.
The father out in Utah who, shot his entire family, then himself. The only one left is a 17-year-old boy who is lucky to be alive. He's suffering from a brain injury. That happening last weekend in Utah. The Osceola County couple that has been arrested in this violent child abuse case, Lance Rachel Sr., became angry over a missing couch cushion. And that apparently necessitated hitting a kid 50 times with a belt, choking and verbally abusing the child.
My God.
Kimberly Rachel also was brought into that by the police there. Lovely.
I hope that he gets his in jail. Seriously, you don't beat on women or kids.
The Volusia County school nurse facing charges of traveling to meet a minor. Told you about Joshua Leggett earlier in the week.
Mm-hmm. Or elderly. Let me add that one to it, too. You don't mess with them.
Osceola County woman arrested after the child that died back after the hurricanes, who was playing outside naked and drowned in the pig pen runoff ditch.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. He was naked as a punishment, correct?
Yeah, it was Cheyenne Fight was punishing the child by making him stand outside naked. But it was okay for him to be playing outside as such because the power was still out. She wasn't watching him when he got into the ditch, and that was just horrendous. Mm-hmm. And then charges brought against 27-year-old Kyla Rivard of Orange County, Ocoee, arrested yesterday afternoon after dozens of dogs were rescued from her home. The whole filthy, disgusting dog situation at the house not being cared for. There's a dead dog in the shower. Oh, God. No food or water for these animals. Just, come on,
There's going to be good stories coming up. I feel it, people.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done with the bad stuff. I do have a couple of good items. I don't want to step on your Good News Network.
I'm sure you will. Go ahead. It's all right.
Santa helping put out a structure fire near Philadelphia.
Dude, that's the second good deed by Santa. We had the Santa who busted up a car theft or something yesterday.
Firefighter was at a Christmas event dressed as Santa when the call came in. Just went out as was and helped out.
Mm-hmm.
6-year-old with cerebral palsy got to be an honorary employee at Dunkin' in Virginia. His name is River. He loves Dunkin'. It was his Halloween costume this year, so getting to do it for the real deal was a big thrill for him.
Give that kid a munchkin, man. We love Dunkin' too.
And a woman in Pennsylvania named Margaret DeLulo just turned 110 years old, and she said she credits God, good genes, and beer. She powers down a Yingling every day.
Every one of these old folks, a lot of them attribute it to beer.
You go, Margaret.
Yeah. Hey, my grandma made it really far. Not 110, but she ate McDonald's whenever she could. Hell yeah.
They all got big fat asses.
Oma. Shh. What?
Rest in peace, Oma.
All right, you ready to go to the Good News Network?
We're throwing it over to Taco Bob, sitting there at the Good News Network as he's typing in the URL right now.
You talk about kids that have good things going on, like the kid that went to Dunkin'. Check this one out. A little boy beat odds to walk his mom and dad down the aisle to thanks to a special harness. So he wasn't supposed to be walking at all. You know what? Right foot out, left foot out, right foot out. Pow! He walked him down the aisle. Okay, we go from there to a story.
Special harness.
Yeah, they didn't it was something, an apparatus to help him walk. I'm saving this one.
This is just the headlines if you haven't picked up on that yet.
Yeah, just listen to this one. I thought it was Megalodon. That's why I was going to save it for you, but it's not. But a New York homeowner out doing some yard work. We all do yard work, right? Revealed a complete mastodon jawbone and teeth. I thought it was Megalodon. That's why I was saving it for you. But
it's still out. The Megalodon's still out.
I know. They're going to find it. That's kind of dumb. Oh, look at this. Scientists finally discover why some cats are orange. You ever notice that? Like, you see it's like you redheads. There's just like a handful. Pat's redhead, if you didn't know, people. But anyway, it's the same kind of thing. They figured out why some cats are orange, and guess what? They tend to be males. So when you see an orange cat, just think, that thing has a wiener. Yeah.
Remember Pop-Tart?
Yeah. Orange cat.
Yeah, he'd kick your ass.
He bit me.
Kicked everybody's ass except Skinner's.
Yeah.
Then he ended up eventually taking a liking to me, figuring I was in it for the long haul.
This cat was the biggest thing you've ever seen. It bit the living hell out of me. Pow! For the redhead cats. Hey, this lady, look at the size of this mushroom, Pat. She grew this, I guess. It's called a giant puffball mushroom. Look at that sumbitch right there.
Good Lord.
She fed her family for a week with that thing. I was looking if it had a purple ring on it or not.
Yeah, tripping for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that thing has a purple ring, lady. You go back to the Netherlands. Pow! She looks Netherlandish, doesn't she?
Did you just grab that out of thin air that she's from the Netherlands?
Yeah, she looks like it. Look at the hat. Tell me that doesn't look like or a Swede. Look. She looks like she's from Norway. Is that?
No idea.
Me either. Anyway, she ate a big mushroom and so did her family. Pow! Okay, we have this 18-year-old, the youngest world chess champion. He bested Gary Kasparov. For all you chess nerds, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, who did it back in 85 at the age of 22.
We did this in
That's what I thought.
Idiotology.
Yeah, check this one out. Saddest dog in town, spent over 2 years at a shelter. But you ready? This Dobie got a home for Christmas, a little Doberman. Merry Christmas to you, Dobie. Pow! Oh my gosh. There's so many great things we could talk about, but I think we're going to have to close on this one. 3 children, speaking of Christmas, they got the best Christmas present ever. Guess what?
Harnesses.
No, close. Bionic arms.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be a new series coming out called The Bionic Kids. Remember the Bionic Man with Steve Austin?
$6 million man.
Yeah, and then there was the Bionic woman who made us all have that second sound you did.
Lindsay Wagner.
Yeah. And now you got Bionic. They're not really putting out a series. I was kidding. That's 3 kids with new arms. Pow, pow, pow. You all get a pow in your new arms. Young man, careful with those hands. They're bionic.
And you're all going to
grow up. You know what I'm saying.
Lynch and Taco's commercial-free workday rock block coming up at 8.
Lynch and Taco.